I think what the session brought is the good debate between the operators and the service providers, understanding the opportunities and the challenges faced by both. As I mentioned, it would have been fantastic if we challenged each other a little bit more, but I think that will come, and it was almost becoming evident as we moved on we moved on into the debate. I think it's an opportunity for us to get together and talk, because we don't sit in a round table, all of us collectively, to discuss the opportunities facing the industry and the challenges facing the opportunities ahead of the industry and the challenges facing the industry. One of the comments raised is, can we have the MD forums or the CEO forums? And I think we probably need to have that, is get together once in a while and say, okay, what's happening around each company? And how can we all learn from that best practice or contribute to that activity from our own experience and so on.
So the advantage of these strategic roundtables is that it puts together key stakeholders that really help raise the issues and the understanding of, what does it mean for the operator, for government, for the contractor, across the supply chain. And I think the advantage is that it, especially today, you heard few elephants, the odd moose on the table. People speak out, and I think together we'll be able to address a number of the issues and opportunities tabled today. So it's a great opportunity to just raise the game together.
The impact of this roundtable is immense, actually, because it's one of the rare opportunities where the top players of the industry with some important other players meet together and exchange views, exchange ideas under the auspices of the Ministry of Oil and Gas. Today, many good ideas came to the surface, and I think there's at least 4 specific action points that have emanated, that have come out of the meeting and will be implemented. Therefore, it's a great event. Example, how can we export EOR expertise? Maybe we can take that as a subject next year.
I think it is actually bringing people together, bringing a few decision makers together. And from it, I think some of the decisions, there's a requirement for more meetings, frequent discussions, and that's actually probably the fruitful or the fruit out of this meeting actually.
Well, one very important part of it is it had presence of very important people. Again, the Undersecretary leading the process in the industry from the ministry's point of view, but also a number of very important operators, managers, senior managers. And the process of the sharing on, of course, we had 8 different topics, so it was a loaded session for 2 hours. But the ideas that have cropped up have been very effective. It has been, I think, honest sharing of challenges as well as progresses and positive things achieved. So when we get the full list or the documented interviews and statements in the Oil and Gas Yearbook coming in June, July or afterwards, I think this will give a good reference point in terms of the nature of the experiences we have in our business in Oman.
Well, Roundtable is very important in the impact that one I see is the dialogue between different levels of the industry, service provider and the operator. To start the dialogue by itself is a value.
I think the strategic roundtable for oil and gas is very important, and would like to see more often of such roundtables. It brings best people and best brains and to exchange ideas and exchange knowledge and get to know how different stakeholders are managing strategic options related to their oil and gas industry. And today we have learned a lot from the other people and how do they think. And in the Research Council, we're looking at it from strategic point of view. How can we strategize national policies related to oil and gas, and as well as to diversify economy and to inject the momentum and support innovation at national level, as well as to have an inclusive growth, sustainable development. I think all those important elements has to be embedded together when we talk about oil and gas industry. And I think having these meetings will bring proximity between stakeholders.
Well, the forum was very informative, and it gives us the opportunity basically to exchange ideas and to bring other participants up to date on some of the things that we're doing, and also is trying to basically come up with ideas to make sure that the ICV is sustainable and it's implemented correctly, so that it could be integrated in the industry for a long time.
Well, I think it's something that's different, unique, and it has never been done in Oman. And with the first roundtable conference, there was something that we could go back to refer to as to what are the goals, where are we heading? And I guess at the end of the year, you can always look back and say, have I actually achieved what I set out to do or not? Now, this didn't exist, especially in such a collective manner where you have the government, the operators, and service companies. So I think the impact, is still not obvious to a lot of people. In due course, the impact will be seen all around.